Hello, everybody. So, today I wanted to talk about how to make more money, right? So, in previous videos, I've talked about if you are over the age of 18, you've have at least 1 year or more of experience in any job function, you should not be working a minimum wage job. You should take it upon yourself, even if you work 7 days a week at a particular employer, to apply for jobs to where you can raise that income so that you're not making minimum wage. Every single year, you should be looking to increase that income. You should not be at an employer more than 2 years without a substantial increase in salary or wage, especially if you are making less than 6 figures a year, regardless of education. With that being said, if you have just gotten a raise at your employer and you're comfortable at that price point for that time, and let's say you're working more than 40 hours already, whether it be that one job or multiple jobs, I'm also of the mindset that if you have two jobs, that means you need to find one job that pays you just as much or more than the two jobs. There's no reason to have two jobs and think that that is a flex, right? One job should pay you just as much as two or three jobs, or else there's no reason for you to have to work an additional job at another employer. Now, another way to increase your income is either through providing a service or providing a product. This is where you become a self-employed person or a operator of a small business in some capacity. What I tend to see people do is they may start by mowing people's lawns. They may start by providing art. They may do hair or sew clothes, depending on the gender, right? They may, and this is from my own personal experience that I'm just rolling off the tongue. A lot of women, especially African women or Black American women, will do hair, sell clothes, or even become nail techs, or even do makeup and travel for those services as well. Sewing clothes, knitting different type of custom clothing, and I've even thought of opening up a cleaning service, especially for $1 million businesses, where we take on contracts and start to clean their buildings, and then I hire people to fulfill those processes and those needs, especially throughout the day, throughout the evening, and throughout the nighttime. If I can get just 3 contracts that are paying $3 million each, and then the labor cost me $900,000, then I have 2.1 million to pocket. And these type of processes that you set in place, especially when scaling to those larger corporations, rather than door-to-door cleaning services and just buying a van and doing that, which will still scale and make you at least 300K a year, right? There are so many easy, quick businesses that you can start that with self-promotion, with on the ground, boots on the ground, you can definitely scale at a large scale. And so my thought process is, all right, I have this job. What I do specifically to make income passively, not talking about the stock market, not talking about real estate investing, but simply I make music. I do YouTube, right? These are the things that I do that take 30 minutes to maybe 2 hours of my time. And then you stay consistent and you keep going and pounding at it. And then okay, I'm an artistic person. If I can create music, I can create content, then I can create value. I'm providing a service to people. That service is going to fulfill me in more ways than one. Mentally, I know that I'm doing something that's good. And then financially, I know that I'm going to get paid for that service. And then I'm also showing my siblings, my friends, and my business partners the consistency that it takes to be successful in any business by doing the things that I do, right? I may not want to knock door to door and everybody and say, hey, I'm providing a cleaning service. This is the rate. Would you like this service? Yes or no? Instead, I would like to provide information that people can click on and they decide whether or not this is beneficial to them. The reason why I'm providing this service is because I know that there are a lot of people out here that are looking to increase their income and they are at a loss of how to do that. And a lot of the times, honestly, they do make a good income, but it's just money management that is the problem for them, right? I know people who have $2,000 of accessible income every single month, disposable income every single month, that they're just thrown to the wayside and they don't even know what's going on or how that's leaving their pockets. But with money management, with prioritizations and all of those things, you can be sure to not overspend. You'll be sure to work towards building that nest egg every single month. And one way to do that is by taking that side hustle, taking that extra income that you did not have before and applying the 100%, the full amount towards saving, investing, or whatever the case may be, right? Because when you didn't have that income, you didn't need that income. So therefore, you should not need that income now when you are motivated, hustling, and trying to get things done, right? And so I've even seen people who were 100% bad at spending money, 100% bad at holding money. They worked another job, they raised that income significantly, and they were still able to save even though they were horrible savers. And so sometimes just getting to that point where you're grinding and getting rich can actually prevent you from spending more than what you have, because they were just in grind mode. You were in grind mode so much you had no time to look at what was that new couch on Amazon or that new car or that nice purse or bag that you wanted. And so sometimes when you're in grind mode, a budget isn't necessary because you're in such a grind mode. But I don't want to say that to my audience, because I think budgeting is important. I think budgeting is something that everyone should do, right? And then I see certain things, certain emotions that may get the better of somebody to where they frivolously spend, whether it's because of emotional instability or because you want to please a partner or a friend or anything like that, right? I set boundaries and goals every single day. I mean, even today, I was told by this lovely chick that, hey, I like luxury food, luxury dates. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all wrong with that. But I know that I didn't get to my position by doing that every day or every so often. And these are the conversations that you can have with your significant other. But in the past, I wouldn't want to have those conversations because I didn't have the money to have those conversations. I felt bad. But now, knowing that I have the money, knowing that I have the assets, knowing that I have the resources, I feel completely fine saying no. And why do I feel completely fine saying no? Is because I've built myself, my confidence, my level. I know that I'm a desirable person with or without the money that I have. But because I have it, I have that reassurance in myself to say that I am going a different route. You can choose to take this route with me, or you can choose to not take this route with me. Regardless, I know that you will be successful, do well in life, and meet the guy that is for you, right? But in my case, I am not going to derail myself and have thoughts in my head like, damn, that $500 could have been an investment in the stock market, making me $25 a month, right? So I'm not thinking about this one meal that we're going to forget about tomorrow when we order pizza, when I could be making $25 a month for the rest of my young life. That's how I think. That's how I operate. And because I'm so young, it really hits me harder because I know what this money would do for me. And so we all wish $500 would make us 25 a month. It might make us 25 a year, but definitely not in a month. But unless it's just the appreciation, of course, the growth of stocks can definitely hit 25 in a month. But we'll leave that here or there. Again, this is, again, not talking about the stock market, not talking about the real estate market, other ways to grow passive income. I've listed a few for you. If you have a few different strategies that you use in order to get more income into your pocket, whether that be starting a car wash business, which I personally used to do when I was younger, or it may be cleaning up people's houses but not really having a business format, just doing it door to door, or maybe even for the neighbors in your apartment complex or within your community. I know a lot of kids who mow lawns, or even start landscaping companies, right? From young to adults. And so there's plenty of different opportunities for you to dabble in. Do things that you're passionate about, things that you love to do, things that inspire you, things that get you going, right? And then let's have that open conversation. What allowed you to get that first deal? What allowed you to start investing? What allowed you to have that income to do what you really wanted to do? That's very, very beneficial to this group as a whole. For me, honestly, it just took the job that I had, and then me saving vigilantly and managing my money properly. However, I did start to gain other income streams, whether that be music, whether that be real estate, whether that be the stock market. And then I use all of that as leverage to then do more things and continue to do more things. And so I'm definitely proud of where I've gotten. I want to hear more from you all of how you gotten there or how you're thinking of getting there. So definitely comment down below, like, subscribe, share this video for those who need a little bit more motivation to get the job done. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.